Tonight on Evening, celebrate 125 years of food, fun, and festivities at the Washington State Fair. And a pizza place you need to know. Pull up for an Italian-style pie at a drive-thru.
You know what freedom is?
What?
No fear.
Plus, the most anticipated releases on the big screen this fall.
Welcome to the Washington State Fair in Puyallup. I'm St. Brian, checking out something new this year, the 1900 Food Court and Rooftop Bar, featuring 6 new restaurants, a rooftop bar, and the most delicious way yet to experience the fair.
When the Washington State Fair needed to come up with 6 restaurant ideas for its new multi-million-dollar culinary hub, they turned to James Beard-nominated chef Mitch Myers, who comes from a long line of inventive food makers here at the fair. The birthday cake elephant ears with funfetti frosting? That's one of his.
We wanted to create something that was unique and special, different from anything else on the fairgrounds, and not just in the Puyallup Fairgrounds, but on any fairgrounds anywhere.
A full step up from classic fair fare, all 6 restaurants make their dough from scratch. The one your kids will want to go to first is Dough Sweets and Treats, which offers deep-fried donuts stuffed with cotton candy ice cream.
I'm just overwhelmed by the amount of sugar I'm taking in just one bite. But that's what the fair is about.
There's also Detroit-style pizza, a deli with oversized sandwiches, and a Northwest-inspired cafe where you can get salmon and chips. Though I went for something else.
This is the Seattle Dog Corn Dog. So you get to say dog twice, and it tastes like a lot. It tastes like a lot.
Mitch's inventive mind almost never shuts off, creating tasty treats and lasting memories for the rest of us.
Where do you come up with these recipes?
You know, just spending some time thinking about what type of food I would want to eat, what type of food I haven't necessarily seen on the fairgrounds, and what's nostalgic to me, and what I'd like to see my kids, grow up enjoying at the fairgrounds.
Want to try some of the food here? You have until Sunday, because that is the last day of the historic 125th Washington State Fair. One of our favorite attractions here has always been the draft horses. They are gentle giants capable of pulling 10 times their weight.
Bill Shagrin's love of draft horses began when he was just a kid, watching his dad work the fields in Whatcom County.
I'd watch my dad haul the manure and plow and do everything with them. And of course, that was back in the 40s.
Now in his 80s, Bill has been demonstrating the beauty and skill of draft horses for 55 years. But he's passed the reins on to family members, like his oldest, Susan.
I started with driving a team when I was little. Could barely reach the board of the wagon. It was fun.
I love to watch the kids do it. And grandkids, we've got great-grandkids starting to drive now at 9 years old. This is my granddaughter with her son. He'll be junior showmanship in about 5 years.
Draft horses come in different shapes and different sizes. Bill's family loves the Belgians.
Weigh like about a ton, so they're big. They're strong if they want to be, but they're pretty gentle, especially when we come here where there's all different family members and stuff. We take the 6 most comfortable ones that can be around people and can stand in the barn for this length of time too. Today we've got the unicorn, so it's 2 horses with 1 in front. So you'll see a 6, a 4, a unicorn, a 4-breast, and a team.
The Shagrin family has been doing demos here at the fair for about 25 years, but draft horses have been a part of the Washington State Fair for more than a century.
The fair here is one real good place to show off your horses and how we can hook them. We can hook 2, 4, 6. It's more of a demonstration now than a judging contest.
It's fun because the pressure of competition isn't there. It's just fun just to get out and drive.
The Shagrens hope this old tradition will keep on trotting for a new generation.
A lot of the people right here in Seattle especially love to come and see it. When their grandfathers and great-grandfathers were out on the farms, they have missed it. So they get a chance to come here and see. It's a unique deal. We got to keep it going.
They are such magnificent beasts. You can catch the draft horse demonstrations every day here at the fair. So how would you like to take your family to the fair for free this weekend? Stick around for a ticket giveaway later in the show. Well, the leaves are starting to turn. Starbucks is selling pumpkin spice lattes, and superheroes are taking some time off to make some room for prestigious films in movie theaters all across the Northwest. Here's a look at some of the fall's most anticipated movies.
Opening this weekend, Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie star in the romantic fantasy A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. A movie Colin says is about reckoning with your past and learning to move forward.
You know what freedom is?
What?
No fear.
On September 26, Leonardo DiCaprio teams up with legendary director Paul Thomas Anderson on the nearly 3-hour action-packed epic One Battle After Another. Steven Spielberg has seen it 3 times already and says it's really incredible.
A day without pain is like a day without sunshine.
Yes, that is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and yes, he is a serious Oscar contender for The Smashing Machine, a movie about the ferocious MMA fighter Mark Kerr. Dwayne broke down in tears when the film received a 15-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival. The movie opens October 3rd. Some early reviews for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein have been ecstatic. And there's Oscar buzz surrounding Ethan Hawke as Broadway songwriter Lorenz Hart in Richard Linklater's Blue Moon.
I do know who you are. Well, that makes one of us.
On October 24th, the Bears' Emmy-winning Jeremy Allen White plays the boss in Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere. Bruce Springsteen, laid low by depression, records the Stark, Nebraska album and finds his voice again.
Where's my hair?
Your hair has been destroyed to prevent you from contacting your ship.
Starting Halloween night, things take an absurdist turn in Begonia, starring Emma Stone as a pharmaceutical CEO kidnapped by conspiracy nuts who believe she's an alien destroying the planet. Moving on to November, his performance as Hitler's number 2, Hermann Göring, has stirred up Oscar buzz for Russell Crowe in Nuremberg. And Adam Sandler is getting supporting actor praise as the manager of an aging movie star played by George Clooney in Noah Baumbach's Jay Kelly.
Hunt him down!
Glenn Powell stars as The Running Man, a remake of Arnold Schwarzenegger's 1987 action hit, which was originally set in the futuristic year 2025. 2 movies to keep an eye on around Thanksgiving are Rental Family, starring Brendan Fraser as an American actor who moves to Tokyo and finds himself playing roles in people's lives. And, of course,
It's time for both of us to fly!
Wicked for Good, in which Elphaba sets off to see the not-so-wonderful Wizard of Oz in Part 2 of the box office smash.
Of all those movies, the one the critics are raving about the most is Leonardo DiCaprio's One Battle After Another. And we are giving away a Bob kit because Warner Brothers is really promoting the heck out of this movie. So you're going to get a flannel shirt, you're going to get a beanie similar to the one that Leonardo's wearing, as well as one of these sort of fake goatees. I hope I look like a counterculture revolutionary because that's the look I'm going for. Tomorrow, Fremont Brewing in Ballard will offer a free beer to the first 150 patrons who arrive in a flannel shirt. Want to see the movie? We're offering 3 4-packs of passes to an advanced IMAX screening next Tuesday night at Regal Thornton Place. Just leave a comment on our King 5 Evening Instagram post, and good luck.
Coming up, did you know there's such a thing as a drive-thru pizza joint? You're going to want to check out this spot in Greenwood. And celebrating the legendary Huskies football coach, Don James.
Wow!
local stories make a difference.
That's good.
With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
Welcome back to the show from the Washington State Fair. You already know you can grab a burger, a coffee, or a burrito through a drive-thru window, but is there such a thing as drive-thru pizza? Well, Jose says, now there is.
Our specialty is pizza. We have 10 types of pizza.
But that's not what sets Bobu apart.
Could I just have a, do you have margarita?
It's been about 3 minutes.
This pizza is for people on the move.
It's a drive-thru, but also people can come up to the window and order, and they can sit down and enjoy the meal here.
Florin Bocur and Nick Budea are both from Romania. In spring of 2025, they opened what it might be Seattle's first pizza drive-thru and their American dream.
To create something new, something unique. Of course, we didn't invent the wheel. We created something like a new concept, and that's how we came up with this idea. It's different, and we got a lot of praise. You know, neighbors, our customers liked the idea.
Oh yeah, I live like a block away, so it's really nice and super cheap, I feel like.
This pizza place in a shipping container is built for speed.
We are fast. For a slice, it's 2.5 minutes. For a whole pizza, it's about 5 minutes.
Nick's here at 5 a.m. every morning to make dough. Some toppings are from local farms.
We have, I say, the best ingredients. That's what makes a pizza perfect. The ingredients we have taste exactly like Italy.
It's great. It's got a nice crisp on the bottom of the crust, really flavorful cheese, and like a nice tartar sweet sauce. Not too sweet, but like tart and lively.
Their best seller is fungi with mushroom, mozzarella, and fresh basil. They also make sandwiches and soft pretzels. Whether you take your pizza to go or hang out and enjoy it under the Bobu's umbrellas,
it's amazing.
You never had a drive-thru pizza baked in a shipping container like this.
We have a unique pizza, and I invite everybody to just taste it one time.
Hello.
And I can guarantee, I guess, they come back.
Bobu Pizza is open 7 days a week, and Jose says it's mighty tasty stuff. It got us thinking, are there any other drive-thru food opportunities that maybe we've never done a story about? If you know of one, drop us a line on our King 5 Evening Instagram page. Well, it may seem a little early for most of us, but the Apple Cup is actually this weekend. The big football rivalry is, like this fair, celebrating 125 years. Among the giants of the game, the legendary coach of the Huskies, Don James, was the subject of a documentary that made its debut at the Gig Harbor Film Festival.
It may have looked and sounded more like a Husky tailgating party, but that's because opening night of the Gig Harbor Film Festival celebrated a UW legend with the world premiere of The Dogfather, the legacy of Don James. In 18 seasons, Coach James led the Huskies to 153 wins, 4 Rose Bowl victories, and a national championship.
He's the greatest coach of all time, not just football, but life.
Director Kent Loomer spent 6.5 years working on the documentary.
When you talk to any former Don James player and you bring up Coach James, their complete attitude changes. Stand straighter, stand prouder. That man made a real impact. His imprint is everywhere.
In an era dominated by domineering coaches like Alabama's Bear Bryant and Ohio State's Woody Hayes, Don James revolutionized the role, playing CEO, overseeing what he called the system from his coaching tower.
He was a guy that stood on that tower about 15, 20 feet over the field every day, and he allowed his coaches to create relationships with his players, and he coached the coaches. So if things weren't going right at practice, he didn't get on us, he got on his coaches.
His teams had star players, but the system kept egos in check.
He really instilled in us the team aspect of the game and not the individual. So we were looking at how we perform for our guy, our teammate next to us.
Anthony Allen says Coach James was always honest and approachable, up to a point.
But I know one time I went into his office to complain about a couple things, and I went in there at 5'11". When I walked out, I was about 5'3", so.
He brought people together. He brought races together. He recruited who was ever a good football player, and he didn't give a damn what color you were. If you could play football, you were going to play football.
As late as the mid-'70s, a black quarterback was a rare sight. Though he was setting records, Warren Moon kept getting passed over until Don James recruited him.
He believed in me, and a lot of people when I was coming out of high school and junior college didn't think I could play quarterback, and for some reason he thought I could, and he gave me an opportunity to play big-time college football.
The legacy of Don James goes beyond the winning record. It continues to this day, with his coaches and players making a difference on and off the field.
The biggest message from our film is that one person can make a difference. Being selfless in this world is not a bad thing. Putting others before self in a world that's very selfish right now, is, I think, a message we can all really use.
The Dogfather is narrated by former Huskies walk-on Joel McHale, who is performing here at the fair on Saturday night. On Saturday afternoon, the Apple Cup will be played in Pullman with the heavily favored Huskies hoping to avenge last year's loss to the Cougs.
Coming up, it's a Thirsty Thursday, and we say cheers to one of the oldest bars in Shoreline.
I guess what would make this place stand out to me would be its intimate size.
And later, a chance for you to win tickets to the Washington State Fair.
Welcome back to the show from the Washington State Fair. You know, Jose is always on the hunt for the kind of bar that just makes you feel like you're at home. And he found one in Shoreline. Woody's is tonight's 5-star dive bar.
It's one of the oldest bars in Shoreline.
It's definitely my second home. There really is a great group of people that come in.
I guess what would make this place stand out to me would be its intimate size.
A small place that welcomes everybody for the good times.
This is how you can tell they take it very serious with the darts here.
Tuesday night we do Dart League. We got the Touch Tunes music, pull tabs. The pool table is a decent table. Sunday and Wednesdays we have free pool. Thursday and Saturday is karaoke.
They even have a big bell.
When you ring that bell, you're buying the whole house around.
Give it up for the one and only right here.
I love ringing that bell.
If you look closely, you will find many little Woodies around the bar. Which takes me to my next question. Why this place is called Woody's?
I don't know why it's named Woody's. That's above my pay grade as just a bartender, you know what I mean? We had the number 28 Woody's jersey over there because it became a bar in 1928.
It used to be called Echo Lake Tavern.
I wonder if this building has some paranormal activities going on.
I don't think you can have a building around for 100 years and not be haunted. I mean, late at night, there's some noises.
I don't go upstairs at night.
Why?
I'm scared.
Changing topics, let's talk about their happy hour.
Happy hour is Monday through Friday, 2 to 6. We got 50 cents off well drinks. Rainier Tall Boys, they're $3.50, and the draft domestics are $3.
We also have Whiskey Wednesdays, $6, Jameson and Jack Daniels.
All these great deals are making me thirsty.
Jose, I'm gonna make you a martini. We're gonna use Belvedere vodka, because that's the best vodka on the planet, if you ask me. We'll shake it up for you, and we'll make it good and dirty with an olive.
Not bad at all, but if you're looking for something on the sweeter side, try the Radiant Raspberry.
There you go.
Hungry? No problem. Just check their menu, because for sure you will find something unique. Yum!
If you're in this area, come into Woody's 5-star dive bar.
All right, thank you, Jose. Woody's Bar is open every day from noon to 2 a.m. And that hot dog that you saw with the Fruit Loops on top of it, it's called the Toucan Sam, and Jose says don't miss it.
Stick around to find out how you can win tickets to the Washington State Fair.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our communities shine. Thanks to support from Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com.
Welcome back to the show from the Washington State Fair, happening now through Sunday. Want to go? Go to our King 5 Evening Instagram page and look for our post about the fair. In the comments, tell us what your favorite memory is of the fair, and 2 of you, evening viewers, will each win a pair of tickets to the fair. All right, that is going to do it for us here in Puyallup. Thanks so much for watching, and here's to another 125 years of the Washington State Fair.